Hello y'all. It's February 1st. I'm excited. There's just a lot going on. There's some good stuff. I'm making this video as I get ready to go on like my first trip that I'm just like spontaneously going on here. Not to the mall or just wherever my friends want to go. So I signed up with this group though. I'm not like completely solo, but yeah, and then there's like potential to maybe meet a friend there, sort of. This guy, not a whatever. Anyways, it's an adventure instead of just working, because next weekend I have to work. Anyways, I was making this video. I'm retrying like 2 things in the video, and then I'll just explain like what I'm talking about. Okay, so the first thing is this elf. Maybe I should do it this way. The first thing is this elf pore clearing glitter peel off mask, and then it has charcoal, witch hazel, and lavender. So every time I try this, I run out of fucking time, and I don't have enough time to actually like do it. So this time I have a little bit of time before I'm about to hop in the shower and get ready, and then I'm about to like transform this. I don't know if I'm just gonna like actually like pick out my hair or like wear a wig. Like, it's really hard for me to decide because it's probably gonna be raining. So I don't know. I've been more into just like covering my hair lately until I get it braided. Anyways, I'm off on a rant. Okay, so I'm gonna try this, and then I'm gonna try I've already tried this, but I'm gonna do it again. The lip exfoliator. Does it have like brown sugar? Just to like exfoliate and get everything ready. Even though I'm about to fuck up my skin for like a minute. But yeah. Okay, so I guess first, the thing I like about this is that you can like rub it and you can get those spots that other exfoliators can't because it's shaped like a lipstick. But you can feel it. I need to use this like every day because my lips are always messed up. But yeah. I don't know why I decided to try these products while I'm telling this story. I'm gonna just leave that on there for a second. Okay, so I'm trying to push it out of my mouth. Okay. So I wanted to tell you guys about a week ago. Last Friday. What did I even do? Oh, it says like avoid the eyebrows. I should just do that section because my eyebrows need to be waxed. Like, look at this. It's so glittery. But yeah. Okay, so first of all, I've been hanging around with one of my friends here, so much so that there's rumors about us dating. But we're just friends. We're just really, really similar, and I think it's because we're both Virgos. He's a way neater Virgo than me. I fall like more towards the end of Virgos, so like I'm really like messy. So like I'm organized chaos. Anyways, so earlier in the day, I believe I hung out with him. I can't even fucking remember that part. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you the most important part. So then later, I was really tired. I didn't do too much that day. And one of my closest friends / coworkers invited me over to hang out with his wife. And then he's like, oh, you can invite like our new like coworker / my neighbor. And then in my head, I was like, I'm really tired, like lazy, like I don't want to go. Like that's my MO lately. But then I was like, this would be a really good opportunity to like get to know like the new girl, and then like also like just have fun, you know what I mean? Like, not take things too seriously. So I decided to get my ass up, hop in the shower. That's how I began, like, every good journey. And actually bad ones too. But, yeah. So then, you know, I was just like, okay, it was fun. But let me tell you, it was an experience. So I had one tequila shot. Try not to overdo it, because the last time I took like 5 shots, my friend's wife was like, oh my god, like, you know, you don't have to drink every time they like tell you to take a shot. But it's just like the morale thing. I don't know. So I've been watching what I drink when I go over there, so I can hang out more with her. So that night, basically, my 2 friends got in this heated argument about whether the MAGA hat was racist or not. So he asked me my opinion on it, and my opinion was, before the election occurred, that hat was funny to me. That hat is like a joke. Right now, after the actual election and based on events that have occurred, that hat is racist to me, and that is my opinion. It's a very dangerous hat. And so he disagreed. We started getting into this deep ass argument about everything from like Malcolm X versus Martin Luther King's tactics in protest to like, you know, how they grew up. The part that triggered me was like that both of these guys said that I was entitled. That's like my trigger word. So then I went off and I was like, listen, like, I bet you, like, if I was not black, like, if I was white, you guys would not call it entitled. You would just say that it was owed to me. And so that, like, made them, like, super mad. So it's, like, us screaming about, like, that. Then at one point he said that, because his wife's Korean, he was like, oh, Koreans really love white people, like, they're racist against black people, or, like, anyone else. And I'm just like, you're really trying to tell me, someone who's been to Korea, where people were like touching my skin and grabbing my hair and staring at me every day, like, you're trying to tell me about the experience in Korea? Like, it's fine, like, he actually lived there for a long time, but just I've already told him on multiple occasions, but he pretends to forget that I've already fucking been to Korea. And so does he think I just like don't know that Korean culture is like very, what is it, homogeneous? But you find out when you're like stared at every day. So yeah, so anyway, so that happened. And then we're just screaming. Like, what else were we screaming about? Like, the other dude that was there was like, oh, I need to read more books, which is true, but it's besides the argument, because the argument was about my experience. And what I said is that every time I see a cop, I'm scared, because there's a possibility of it being a life or death experience. So my friend gets more triggered because he comes from like a drug addict family. Like, the 2 people arguing with me, they come from like a drug addict background. You know, as if like I don't have that shit in my family too. But they like have done drugs and sold drugs and all that before. So basically what they were trying to tell me is like, oh, well, I've never experienced a life or death experience. And I said, it doesn't matter, because anytime the cops are involved, even if I'm a billionaire, I'm still gonna have the same fucking experience, if that makes sense. And they just were just like screaming, like disagreeing with me, and I was like, no, like, it's true. Like, even if I'm a billionaire, like, I still will not be able to just, you know, walk in any room and just instantly like have this shit. And you know, so they got super mad, we're screaming. Anyways, oh yeah, so then my new friend who I'm supposed to be like chilling with, paying attention to, she's literally like getting sick, like throwing up, and like I don't even notice because I'm so fucking heated in this argument. And you know, I've had one shot and then I ended up drinking like one beer, one like Strongbow rosé, and then my friend had at least like 6, 7, maybe more shots of tequila, and I think something else. And so like I think he was more lit than me, but it was his house, like whatever. So then next thing you know, after the argument, someone bangs on the door, and like the funny part is like they're trying to say like, oh, you know, like when do I deal with the cops? It's like the cops fucking showed up, yo. Someone put a noise complaint out, and they claimed that they heard a woman hysterically crying, I guess, screaming at my friend. And so they literally came in and like searched every room, and then they like asked like the guy, like my friend, like, oh, where's your wife? And like she was sitting right there, and he's like, that's my wife. And the officer is like, oh, sorry, like I didn't notice. And then he's like, oh, it's okay, I know that I'm too ugly for her. And I was just like, oh my god, you know. But yeah, so the argument about race got so heated that the police were literally called. But I think like it's just experience versus experience. Like my friend honestly had asked me in that argument, do you think I'm racist? And I said yes, because there's certain things that he said that have implied that inherently he believes that black people equals like ghetto or something, but like a lot of people don't even notice that they're saying that. Like when you say stuff like, oh, there are so many like white people around here, I'm like, okay, what are you trying to say? Like most of the time people are inherently saying something else by saying that. So, you know, they might not be aware. So he flat out asked me, do you think I'm racist? I paused for a moment and then I said, yes, I do. And the first thing he said is, how can I be racist? I have a Korean wife. I just was like, you low-key prove what I was talking about. You low-key prove what I was talking about, but you know, that's besides the point. But I was like, it doesn't matter if you have a Korean wife. It matters like the things that you say every day, and you know your position. And the whole time I just kept saying that, like, Real Housewives lady, it's my opinion, it's my opinion, it's my opinion. And then he kept trying to say what he was saying was facts, and I'm like, no, because really. So first he started asking about the MAGA hats, but he also tried to trigger me by saying, did I think that black people came from Egyptians? So, you know, me being facetious and whatnot, like, just carrying on with the show, like, nobody fucking ever knows I'm being sarcastic. So then it just turns into a mess, and, well, that's just how it goes. So then that was, like, one of the kind of bigger moments, like, where he just started, like, he already disagreed with it before he even asked me. So that's why I was like, well, I'm about to entertain that thought, even though me and my brother kind of laugh at that. Well, I don't know, whatever, that's a separate topic. But yeah, so that was Friday. Pretty much after that, we all cleaned up, and then we went back home, and that was it. Like, I fell asleep. So yeah, or actually no, I came back pretty early. I think some of my friends were like cooking dinner, and then I had like maybe a little bit to drink. Was that night? Maybe that was the night. Whatever. That was Thursday night, actually. My bad. Anyway, so that's what happened Friday. The police literally got called on our racial argument. Yeah.